Hi guys, it's Belle here and I am back for day 11 of Junk Journal January 2024, hosted by the lovely Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. Please do check out the descriptions down below. And today's prompt is stamps. So I'm going to approach this two ways. Now when I hear the word stamps, I don't know if it's just because I'm in the UK, I don't know. But I always think of postage stamps, but I don't know if that's what it means. So we're going to use both postage stamps and we're going to use stamped images. So I'm just going to pull out some random stamps here, guys. I've got like this whole thing is just full of stamps, and I just brought some more, to be honest. And I'm just going to pull out some random stamps and we're going to start sticking them down. I'm going to use this page. We're going to start sticking them down. Or do I want to use this page? No, I like that, so I don't want to cover it. Let's have a look on this side. See, I picked a page and now I'm like, oh, I don't know. I might use this page, guys. Yeah, I might use this page. So we're going to, now I've changed my mind. We are going to collage this whole page. I'm going to take it out of the journal because, again, this is not bound. And we are going to collage this whole page. This is the middle of the signature. Isn't that lovely? Again, this journal was made by Frosted Bramble on Etsy. So check them out if you're interested. But yeah, so I'm going to use this side. And we're going to collage the whole thing with random stamps. I don't want to try and think too hard about this. I just want to collage it. It's got still some sellotape on it. I'm going to do the whole background and then I'm going to cut out apertures. Cut out little windows, so that we can do some stuff with the stamped images. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to layer these up. I'm going to put them all over. I don't know. I've got some random stamps here of things that I don't even use. That fun cowboy one. That's quite cool. We could put that down. We're going to cut, like I said, things out of them anyway. So we could just use a bigger stamp. Just do a collage. Try not to think too much. So yeah. I mean, I've got a good selection of stamps. I am lucky that I do have a good selection of stamps. So it's just fun to kind of use them. And put these down. I need to stop thinking so much. I really am looking at them too much. I need to just stick the stamps down. So I hope you are all okay, guys. And I would like to know, what would you think? If you hear the word stamp, do you think stamped image? Or do you think postage stamp? Like, does it have to have the word postage for you to go, oh, it means postage stamp? That's really lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I just always think of postage stamps. Need a little one. So I do hope you are all okay. I'm trying to keep some of the face ones because I've actually seen a project on Pinterest that I thought looked quite fun. I'm going to put some of the stamps sideways too. And I want to give it a go, basically. And I'm going to need some of the face stamps for that. Let's open this packet. I normally have them organised roughly into themes. I think this is a Bitsy Bobsy theme, so it's got like furniture and random things. Look like that tea chest thing. That's quite nice. Might put that over to the side. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's going to get things cut out of it, so it doesn't really matter at all. Yeah, let me know. But anyway, I hope you're all okay. When are you going to see this? You'll see this video Thursday. So on Tuesday, I was in London in Greenwich. We went there because it's my birthday week. We went there as a family, and I love Greenwich. There's a lot of places I love in London, let's be honest. And because we live close enough, we can just drive to London and it's not too much of a problem. But yeah, there's a lot of places I really love in London, but Greenwich is one of my favourites. It's so beautiful. But I'm going to be honest. Firstly, school trips. So many people on school trips that day. Oh, here's one from New Zealand. Let's use this. So many people. There were just coaches lined up all outside the car park where you can park for the observatory and that. Yeah, just so many. And then I put that on at an angle. And then it was raining. Now, when we went there, it was raining a little bit, which wasn't too bad. And to be honest, there's a lot of not underground, but covered stuff at Greenwich. For you, those of you who don't know, who aren't here in the UK, Greenwich is famous for maritime stuff. So they have the maritime naval museums and things there, and the buildings. There's a music college as well there now. In fact, my son applied to Greenwich University, and it was one of the ones that he was thinking about going to, but he then ended up changing his mind. And yeah, it's stunning. It's beautiful. So I love going there. And it's right, look at that bright rainbow one for España. It's right on the Thames, because obviously boats. There's lots of museums. There's lots of stunning buildings. There's the observatory. And there is also an amazing market. I love the market there, and it's undercover. And I did take, guys, a little bit of footage. So I'll probably make a short and just so you can check that out if you're interested to see a little bit of Greenwich. But yes, it was raining a little bit when we got there, which is fine. You know, it's England. It's summer. So, supposedly. And I'd made sure, you know, coats, umbrellas, all that thing. I'd made sure I had all that. So it wasn't like a huge problem. And we went underground first. What am I doing? It doesn't matter, Belle. You're not going to see half of it. Underground. No, we went to the market first. Oh my gosh, guys. The stalls. They have a lot of vintage stalls at the market. I picked up a couple of things. You'll see a few bits. Just literally just a couple of things. You'll see some of those. I'm going to do a haul video. So I picked up some of those. But so many vintage places, guys. Honestly, it was... I just kind of love it there. And the food stalls, oh my. Food from all over the world. And lots of vegan options, which I'm going to say, guys, was always lovely. And then there's arts and crafts stalls there, which obviously I had a good look at. And as it's my birthday month, I treated myself to a couple of bits. So that was fun. And then we went round the corner. So as we were leaving the market, we went round the corner and I suddenly stopped and was like, I can smell chocolate. Like really strongly, I can smell chocolate. And we came across the most amazing chocolate shop. I think it's one of the best chocolate shops I've ever been in, guys. It was just out of this world. It just had all these massive wooden tables and real wood, and they were covered in every kind of chocolate you can think of, and they were covered in chocolate, slabs of chocolate, fruit covered chocolate. I mean, you name it, guys. It was basically Oh my gosh. And then they also did hot chocolates. I've never seen a shop with so many flavors of hot chocolate. I think they must have had at least 30 flavors. And we ended up getting a Black Forest hot chocolate because my partner, oh my gosh, he's slightly obsessed with Black Forest. It's his favorite thing in the world. And it is the best Black Forest thing other than proper Black Forest Gatto that I have ever tasted. It was out of this world. It was rich. It was creamy. Oh my gosh, guys, honestly. And the weather was right for it because, you know, it was cold and wet. I wish I'd gone back. They had a cinnamon flavour. And I did debate going back and getting that because I don't often see cinnamon flavoured hot chocolates. Or if I do, they're not very good. And after his hot chocolate, wow. And half of one of their chocolate tables was just covered in vegan chocolate, every kind. From proper chocolates to fruit-covered fig, mango, whole orange slices. Just cut. Oh, guys, honestly, it was amazing. So I did pick myself up a few little bits because, you know, again, it's my birthday month. So there you go. I've got stamps everywhere now. I'm just going to shove them back in here and I'll organise them off camera again. But you saw how quickly that came together. So if you've got loads of random stamps, especially if they're stamps you don't really like. There's some stamps on here I really like and others that was just like, I'm not going to ever use those in anything else. So especially if you've got those, because we're going to cut out some apertures now. So I have some dies. And I'm thinking kind of like this. We've got the larger window. I deliberately chose different sizes as well. I might kind of put that in the middle more. No, because I want to have a saying, I think, on here. So I might put it to the side. Or have it this way. And then we can have our saying there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to my die cutter and I'm going to cut those out. So here's the thing, guys. It wasn't going to fit through my die cut machine. I was hoping it would fit through like that, but it wasn't. So I now have this page as well that has these shapes. But we'll come to that when I want to decorate it. So I'm not that bothered. And now I have these fun stamped pieces that I can use in something else. So I think I'm going to go around the inside of these apertures with some walnut stain. So yeah, oh my gosh, guys, yeah, I like that chocolate shop. And there's also in Greenwich Market a vegan donut and ice cream shop. So I got myself a pistachio and rose donut because, you know, vegan. They also had a massive vegan churros. I mean, the churros literally were this long, guys. The kids had lots of food there. I didn't. I'd taken some bits for me, but I did get a donut. And then we found a vegan fudge shop there, which hadn't been there before. And the guy was so nice. And he ended up giving me, he said, pick something you like for your birthday. So I ended up getting some free fudge for my birthday. So I picked up some cinnamon swirls fudge because it was vegan. I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Where I live, there's never anything. Okay, so now, as you can see, I've stamped out a load of flowers and images. But this set was from a magazine, but I absolutely love it because it almost has a folk art look to it. I love it so much. So I stamped out the fox and the rabbit. I was going to use bird, but I didn't. And then some of the flowers. And we are going to make these pop behind these windows. So the first one I want to do is I want to do the fox. I'm just going to glue the bottom of him a little bit. And then we're going to pop him behind. I want him kind of popping up over the aperture. Realistically, I could stitch around them. No, we're not going to. Leave it, Belle. It's fine. We're going to have the fox. And then I love this green flower. And again, I've used my scraps. You can see. So I'll try and show you. I used some just out of inked papers. I'm trying to find the page. I don't know what I did with it, guys. Oh, like a book page that's covered in ink. That's what these flowers are cut out of and things, and the leaves. And then this is from my son's, a scrap of my son's paper that I used on yesterday's project because it's very precious. And then the rabbit is actually cut out from some baking paper that had some paint on it. And a few other bits, like this is from, again, a book page that's got some on it. So I just used lots of fun stuff that had inks and things on it, guys. And I wanted them popping out over and through. But yeah, so the guy was so kind in the fudge shop, so sweet. And I was like, oh, thank you. That was a really nice treat. But it was beautiful. But what I'm also getting to is by the end of the day, when we were thinking, oh, should we start heading home, or should we take a boat and go down to Westminster and the South Bank? Because I love the South Bank too. Not as much as Greenwich, but I love the South Bank. Should we go? I'm wondering if I need to cut this a little bit there. Well, the heavens opened, guys, and the rain. Actually, I don't know if I want that there. Oh, I was going to have that popping over and I forgot. The rain began, and I am talking about it absolutely threw it down. Like, it was torrential. There was 1 minute a street and next minute a river. It was horrendous. And I was like, yeah, no, that's it. We're going home now. That's it. And we were drenched. By the time we got back to the car, even with waterproofs and umbrellas, we were drenched through, to the point that the next day, when I'm filming this, actually, I'm filming this on Wednesday, you'll see it Thursday. The next day when my daughter had to go home and that, yeah, her shoes were still wet. She was just like, Mum, my shoes are soaking. I still can't dry it. It's like, oh my gosh. And I decided, for those of you who said, you quite like the fact that I sing, I'm sure there's lots of you who don't, but I know some of you are like, oh, we really like the way you just sing and things. Well, I decided to walk through Greenwich Park up towards the observatory, which, if you do not know, please, guys, there is a hill from the park area where the naval colleges are up to the observatory. It is the steepest hill I have ever walked in my life, and I've walked some hills. I don't know what it is about that one, but it is, oh my gosh, guys, honestly, it exhausts me. And everyone else, I was seeing tourists going up and going, oh, I was like, yes, we know. So the steepest hill, and I was just singing. I was just singing about what a beautiful day it was. Just on the top of my lungs. What a beautiful summer's day here in the UK. I was just doing that, but a lot louder because it was raining really heavily. And all these people were looking at me whilst they were absolutely dripped. Some people didn't have coats, umbrellas. They must have not read the weather report. They were in tiny shorts, a little crop top, and they were soaked to the skin. And there's me singing about what a beautiful day it was. But you got to cheer yourself up, guys. And sometimes you just got to be happy because you had a nice day, whatever the weather looks like. So as you can see, we've got that. Now, where's the page? So this is the page that's going to go underneath. And the reason I chose this is because it's got this beautiful blue page underneath. So I'm not doing anything to this page. I mean, I could go over it and do something. But this is an art journal. And art journals aren't always perfect. So I'm going to leave that as is. But we can see how beautiful that blue page is. But we're not finished yet. I want to put a saying, a sentiment, and this is another stamp set from a craft magazine. And I want to say, make today amazing, or life is beautiful. We could put both. Life is beautiful, make today amazing. Let's do both, because that's the thing, guys. We could have all just felt miserable. It was cold. It was torrential downpour, you know, and we could have thought, oh, this has just ruined a great day. But instead, I thought, you know what? We've still had a lovely day and we're together as a family. So what am I going to be upset about? You know, I could sit there, some jelly print, maybe on this purple. Okay. I could be upset, or I could think to myself, aren't I lucky to be surrounded by my family, people who I love, going to a place that I love, and do I want some hand-dyed white paper on it? Hold on. Do I want to layer it? Yeah, I might do that. Going to a place that I love, being blessed enough that, you know, I can treat myself to a few little bits if I want them, and just being blessed enough that I'm there and able to do these things, you know, because there has been points in my life where that's not been possible. So yeah, I just thought, I'm just going to sing, and I'm just going to say what a beautiful day it is, whilst everyone's running past screaming as the rain is getting crazier and crazier. Looking at me like, who is that mad woman? But yeah, you've just got to enjoy the moment. Would it have been nice if it was warmer? Of course it would have been. But it was just nice to go there and have my family with me. So, life is beautiful seems to really fit. Yeah, seems to really fit with that idea. And what I might do is I might stitch around this. Do I need stitching on any of this, Belle? Do you really? You don't really, do you? You just want it. This was working a minute ago, so why is it not working now? Oh, that really does frustrate me. Even though I've put the lid on. So yeah, I've got a lovely picture. Just had a nice time. And then we just got home, dried out, played lots of fun games, chatted, just had a lovely time together. I made a lovely dinner. Well, me and my partner made a lovely dinner. I only made one part of the dinner. I picked the dinner. Yeah, it was just a lovely day. And you know what? Sometimes the memories are the ones like that, where the day wasn't as perfect as it could have been. Like, we will always remember that July day where we went to Greenwich Market. And it absolutely poured with rain, torrential rain. And by the time we left, so I'd taken footage, and again, I think I'm going to try and put this in a little short, but I'd sort of done a camera angle of the, from the top of the observatory, so you could look down. And by the time we left, half of the London skyline at that area was just in mist. I mean, I don't know where our summer's gone this year, but again, we make the most. I might want this one a bit wibbly wobbly. I don't even know if I need this Life is Beautiful one. We make the most of, I kind of like that. I don't think that's bright enough. I think that's my problem. Where is my scrap box? Oh, hold on. I could use some of this paper, because that orange is really nice and fun actually. Yeah, so anyway, it rained, but we had a beautiful day. I got free fudge, which is lovely. Everyone had a great time. One of my sons, his partner was with us. I mean, they've been together a long time, so she often obviously comes to things, but it was really nice. She was able to have the day off and come with us as well, and she hadn't been to Greenwich in, well, years and years and years and years and years, so it was nice for her to be able to see everything, and just have a lovely time and get soaked. Obviously, I thought about things and thought about, how's it going to be today? Because I wore waterproof boots. Everyone else wore trainers or tiny little like tennis shoes. It was like, So everyone else's shoes are drying out still. And mine just had to be wiped down when I got home because mine were dry. What do we think, guys? Oh, I like it. Life is beautiful, make today amazing. I think that kind of sums up how I feel about my day at Greenwich. So yes, so I might put it in a little short or something. So keep an eye out for that. I'm just still playing around with the idea of shorts. I've done a few on my channel, but yeah, I'm still kind of getting the hang of it. So they're not perfect, but you know, I'm not trying to make them perfect. And I thought some of you might like to just have a little look at Greenwich. So yeah, I took some footage. It's quite funny because my daughter has things that she has to take footage of for, you know, so there was the two of us with our phones and everyone was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? But here we go. So here's today's page. Do you know what we haven't done, guys? Did you kind of say, Belle, you haven't put your number on there? And you would be right. And I am thinking, so hold on. Okay, guys, so what I was thinking is I could grab one of the stamps because it's stamp, you know, and I can use that as my number tag. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's D11, and I double checked. So, you know, I know the UK has a reputation for being really wet and grey and rainy, but in all honesty, it's not as bad, or it's not usually as bad as it's portrayed outside of the UK. Certain parts are definitely worse than others, but where I am, it's not that bad usually. But I don't know. This year has been crazy. On the plus side, what I thought was turning into a massive summer cold seems to have only been a 24-hour thing. So that is a blessing because, you know, I'm feeling much better now. Are you kidding me that my staples have run out? So yeah, so 24-hour summer cold it seemed to be. I don't know. But hopefully none of the kids catch a cold after going to Greenwich in the rain. Let's put this all back in my journal. Try and work out which way round everything is. It's this way round. And that is today's one, guys. And I kind of think this is fun. Oh, I've got to use scraps. I've done both types of things for stamps. So whether it meant postage stamps, I mean, it's up to me, my interpretation, isn't it? So whether it meant postage stamps or whether it meant stamped images, we have both on here. We have our postage stamps and we have our stamped images. We used lots of different kind of papers. So it's got different textures. We've got handmade paper sent to me by my lovely friend Sarah, which is what this is. We've got parchment, we've got book page, we have watercolour card, we've got all different kinds of papers and then all the different stamps and just like the little animals poking out. And that's today's one. So I rambled a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about Greenwich. And then I made this page, which is a lot of fun. Please do like and subscribe. It really, especially hitting that like button, really does help, guys. And I will be back soon with another video. And until next time, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're staying dry and having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.